Yo, Thabreakmasta here. This is gonna be my I Know Exorcist episode 6 review. So let me just jump right into this episode. It's a good episode. It's a good episode. It's basically like a live episode. It's just showing what Ren can do. His like reduction mastery skills. You know what I mean if you play the game I'm talking about. But yeah, it's just showing off some what he can do besides fighting, being exorcist and stuff like that in this episode. So basically, they ended up Ren being like late because he woke up all late and stuff, and Ren ended up eating his food all fast, and yada yada yada. And they go to school, and ends up meeting Bond, try to take his sandwich, and then yada yada yada. We'll just skip all that. Like I said, this is more like a laugh episode. That I don't think this video should be too long, but yeah. So basically, when they all said and done, they go back like to their dorm and stuff like that. Well, they didn't go back to their dorm. They went to the cafeteria because they want to get some food. And Ren's like, "Oh my God, there's so much food!" and stuff, and going crazy and everything. And yeah. And then he realized how much it was. He's like, "Oh my God, it's too much money." And so he ends up going to the guy that owns the school and stuff like that, and he's all asking why is stuff so expensive, and he explains why it's so expensive, and he's like, well, I need some money to buy this stuff and whatnot. He's like, oh yeah, so he gives up like 2,000 yen or something like that, and he's like, oh my God, it's so amazing. But he's supposed to live off of 2,000 yen for a month, and he's like, okay, I don't know if we can do this. So with that, because they need food, Ren needs food because he don't have no money or anything like Yukio does. Yukio has a job, so he gets money and stuff so he can buy his food, but Ren's actually a cook. He can actually cook and everything. So with that in mind, he ended up Yukio and Ren ended up going to the store to get some ingredients, and Ren ended up making this food in the kitchen. But once he got done with the food in the kitchen, this little eye figure thing came all, hey, what you do? And apparently and then like they woke up the next day and they realized because they look in the kitchen, it's all messed up, I think, or something weird happened in the kitchen, and like, wait a minute. How is it possible we eat a meal every day and we're only two in here? It's like someone else in here. So when they walked downstairs and stuff to go see who's actually in there besides them, ends up finding the guy that owned the school was in there. He's all cooking and stuff, and that was funny. It's like, heck. And he ends up making this really really nasty meal. They look disgusting, and then Ren eats it, and he ends up passing out because it was disgusting. But yeah, then they basically explain who actually cooks their meals. And there's this demon guy I can't remember this little dude's name. I can't remember his name, but he's little. Looks adorable. He looks adorable. But yeah, he's the one that's been cooking the meals for him, and he got upset because Ren cooked in his kitchen, and he didn't without even asking him or anything like that. So it made him upset. So then Ren ended up provoking him to come out, and then he ended up coming out. So they ended up having a cook off and stuff, and then there was a draw, and then they became best friends because of the cook-off, because they cook really good meals and stuff. So they ended up making this ultimate dish for tomorrow and stuff like that. And yeah, then afterwards there's this freaking, like, before that there's some girls that are trying to get Yukio some food, and Yukio didn't want to eat the food, to why he wanted Ren to even start cooking all that stuff, so he doesn't have to eat their food and everything. But then this girl came over that Shimi, her name's Shimi, yeah. Shimi came over to Yukio's place and stuff like that, and the girls are watching, and it's like, why is she in here and stuff, and why couldn't we get invited? So they ended up waiting outside the whole time. Those three girls waited outside the whole time, waiting for that girl to get out so they can give their food to Yukio. But she never did. Technical. She went out the other way, so they couldn't tell. But yeah, so they ended up going inside into their house. And then they end up seeing this food in the refrigerator, and they're like, oh my God, that girl made it and stuff. So they end up throwing the food away, and the demon got upset and started trying to cook them. And then Ren came, and then he started talking, like, trying to get them back to normal. And yeah, basically did that. And yeah, they're best friends now and stuff like that. And Ren, and then Yukio ended up having to eat all their food, all the girls' food, because he was there. He was the reason why all this stuff happened. So he ended up eating all the food and got sick and stuff. And then Ren and the demon little guy ended up making this food for Ren. And Ren's like, oh, I think I'm getting scared of food because it was like all this beef and stuff. I mean, how the heck that's supposed to be good for you? I mean, come on now. But yeah, that's basically the end of the episode, and then the next episode is gonna be. I guess it's gonna be get more serious. I guess so. Yeah, but that's basically the whole episode. I just explained that honestly. If you've been watching, I know Exorcist, keep watching it. It's still a pretty good anime. It's pretty funny, and yeah, I like this anime. It was a good episode. It's good episodes. Like I've been cracking up. So yeah, this has been my I Know Exorcist episode 6 review. It's the Thabreakmasta Breakout.